Oh my god. I was just passing and I've seen this mound many a time. This is my backyard. I come past here so many hundreds of times and I've seen the mound. I thought, well, it could be a spore pile from quarrying. It could be a long barrow, but I didn't see it. There was no signs, no nothing. So I just happened to come and have a look. Just a little walk, a little bit of exercise, 2 mile walk. And I thought I'd go and have a look. And I'm astonished to find a stone chamber. The side, this is a type of long barrow with side chamber, well, at least one side chamber. I dropped everything and started recording. I don't have my proper camera here, this is on my phone. But I thought I'd do the authentic. Look, there's I thought I'd do the authentic, you know, like a first look, a reaction sort of video. And look, there's dry stone walling, there's corbelling. I know you've got iron there, but obviously it's been collapsed at some point, and modern techniques, but you can see corbelling going on there and burrowing spaces. I wonder whether that's been sealed and there's another chamber beyond, who knows. I need to do some research, but I am astonished. So I'm going to go over the other side. Now this is the side of a long barrow, which is a long barrow is like a, just imagine like a long ship. So this is a chamber that goes in the side, so there's probably another one on the other side. So wish me luck, let's see if there is one today. Might have been quarried out or collapsed or whatever, but let's go and have a look. So this tree is gone over recently. You can see it's got leaves on it. It's trying to live, but it can't. The roots are gone. So it must have been recently. Let's see if we can. Shall we have a look? Have a look. Come on. Show me some flints and pottery. Come on, come on. Maybe not. With this venerable old monument from the Neolithic, could be something like, you know, 3,700 BC, something like that. 3,400, I don't know. I've got this quite insatiable thirst. I fancy getting my sleeping bag out and having a bottle of Chevrolet Chambertin. Orchid. And this is definitely a meadow down here. So context is all. Why did they put it here? Well, obviously they wanted to commemorate their dead. The community wanted to commemorate their dead somewhere within their, let's call it parish for want of a better word, manor, whatever. Often in Britain that would be on it can be on a barrow. Bear in mind this is not on a hill. Very often we get, I mean my last video I talked about long barrows on top of hills, barrows of all sorts on top of hills. This one isn't. We're in a stream valley, 2 streams in fact. One of the streams is not mentioned on the OS map. That's because it's obviously a winter stream. But so it is next to this tiny little, obviously the head of a spring in winter. It must have been important to them, which leads down to another stream and a little dean. And then over there, no more than 200 yards away, is a hill, and that's Lan Hill. It's marked on the map. This is marked on the map as, now that I've looked, Lan Hill Long Barrow, but it's not on the hill. Lan Hill's over there. It's right next to the London Road, London to Bristol Road, going through Chippenham. Who knows how old that road is? It could explain why it's been so heavily quarried. There are great big bites bitten out of this long barrow on the other side. I don't think they're all tree throws. Could have been quarried for stone to help repair the road over there, and but I think this spring here, winter born, and that little river over there. I'll have to do some research, see if there's any names for these things. There's a parish boundary, so that hedge over there, let me show you. Can you see it? That hedge over there is a parish boundary. Now we suspect pretty strongly that a lot of parish boundaries are estates that go back a long time. Now I'm not saying it necessarily goes back to the Neolithic, but the fact that it's slap back, no, all right, 50 yards from a parish boundary tells you that might be important. There's a triangular piece of ground over there. You don't normally have, there's no point having triangular pieces of field. So the hedge joins on with the long barrow. Just over there, continue to see the hedge. Joins onto the long barrow, leaving a triangular space of land. I'd bet £1 in the tithe award that's called a gore or a pittle or something like that. It is a spare piece of, once you've carved it all up, you get these strange little pieces of land. I think that's what we might be looking at over there. But there's a reason why they wanted to use this barrow in some sense with that hedge. For whatever reason, it could have been a marker for everybody, you know. So when you're saying, when somebody asks you, when the king or his advisors or a bishop or even an enemy comes along, an invader, and says, you know, they might say, this is my land now, which fields are my best fields, and they can describe it by naming landmarks, and they're really convenient. You do get a lot of barrows in perambulations and Saxon charters and so on. Say, you know, turn left at the barrow, carry along the hedge, and that's the west field, you know. So anyway,